Hi. Okay, so for the next one, what we're going to be doing is we're going to do multi-medium. This is Claudine Helmuth multi-medium in matte. I'm going to be using that to adhere some paper to grunge. And this is a really cool way to make an embellishment or, make this on a flower before you do stuff to it. So all I'm doing is I'm taking a brush and I've picked out where I'm going to do one on this old accordion music paper and put it like right there. And then the other one I'm going to do on some vintage dictionary paper. So I've chosen the page, this is from a dictionary that I got on eBay. It's it's very cute actually. It's very tiny and very sweet. Anyway, it's old. 1924. Anyway, so I'm just going to pull out a piece, the piece that says Inspire on it. And make sure that when you adhere it, you adhere it so that what you want is on this side. If you adhere it down onto that, it's going to be backwards. Get it? I've done that before, so that's why I'm warning you. So let's just I'm just going to cut out the piece that I want, or close to the piece that I want. Okay. And then I'll do the same for this. Cut out. That way I can reuse those pieces. All right. So this will go right here. All right, so all you do is make sure that you're working on your smooth side of your grunge board. And you're just going to take a little bit of the Claudine Helmuth. And actually, you can glue dot these down too, but I'm going to stick it on top, so I'm not going to do that. So all I'm doing is I'm adding, and this probably isn't the best brush because it's already been used. Hold on one second. All right. All right. Let's try this again. Much better. Just adhere. Put some of the Claudine Helmuth on there. Just enough to, just like Mod Podge. Alright. Very nice. And this is the side I want, so I'm going to turn it over and put it right about here. Yeah. Right about there. And just press it down. And you're gonna burnish it, so you just want to rub it in with your fingers. You're going to be inking this up so it doesn't have to be completely perfect. Am I even on camera? Yeah, I am. Okay. Just want to burnish it with your fingers and let that sit to dry. I'm going to do this one the same. Just go down, put this down. You do want to clean this off of your fingers right away because once it dries, it is permanent. So it's waterproof, so that means that once it dries, if you try to wash it off, it's not going to do anything. And if you already have inky hands and you have some of this over it, guess what's going to happen? Make sure it's nice and just let it dry. So, I mean, that's super easy to do, all right? So now what I'm going to do, now that I have all these products and they're still out, is I'm just going to clean off my mat a little bit. And I'm going to take one of my pages and I am going to do this to one of my pages. I think I'm going to be using this music note paper. Okay, so I'm going to be putting it right about here, I think. Alright, so I'm going to do the same thing, but I'm going to do it on this big piece of grunge board. Alright, because I'm going to be making, this is for the cover, but I'm going to be using all these techniques inside the book as well. So I'm just putting down a bunch of this Claudine Helmuth mat. Okay, and that's Finny Pooh because he's mad he can't get on my desk. Let's see if you can see. Just do that so you can see over. Okay, I'm just going to take this. I'm going to turn it over onto the paper. Okay. Just like so. I mean, super easy, right? And this is a really good adhesive. You can use it as an adhesive as well as, you know, a multi-medium type of a thing. So I'm just going to press that down and then turning it over. And like I said, I'm going to burnish it with my fingers. Make sure I'm getting that helmet all the way to the ends. Okay. And I'm just going to let that dry. Okay, so now that you have your piece all done, it's all dry, all you do is you just sort of rip down in the downward, wait, you don't rip up because you'll rip off. Just kind of rip around the excess paper of your Grungeboard piece. See, just like that. And then you're going to take your sanding block and just sand until you get a smooth edge. It just comes right off. Really easy to do. Oops, my sanding block's a little nice. I need to replace the thing, but try to get as much use out of it as I can. Since these are small pieces, I really don't need the whole thing perfect, so. Okay, so that's what you get. You're all done. Okay, and then you're going to take your ink blending tool and just ink up edges in some brown, or whatever color you want. Doesn't really matter. To give it kind of an aged look about it. I'm just sort of going over it a bit. I used Vintage Photo for that. So this is how this piece turned out. Okay guys, so here are the finished products. Here is, hold on, let me zoom out. Okay, so this is the multi-medium that we put on the page as well as these little guys. So here's how they turned out. You inked the edges with brown and put multi-medium, and that's about it. Okay, so there's that one. And this one, and then this is the page, and there's going to be a picture here, so I'm not worried about these dots. Alright,